Ryan Hoff here from AIC staff with Katrina Hall, Senior Director at Indiana Farm Bureau and a longtime friend of the association. Farm Bureau and Katrina in particular have been fantastic allies for the association over the years. So welcome, Katrina.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Today we're going to talk about a exciting announcement that Farm Bureau has recently made regarding the Indiana Broadband Strategic Partnership. Katrina, what is that?
The Indiana Broadband Strategic Partnership is a group of interested companies and organizations that want to promote the expansion of broadband, in particular to rural areas, but honestly, all across our state, to make sure that we have quality broadband for citizens' quality of life, but also to provide economic success for individuals.
That sounds fantastic. One of the ideas behind this is to collect real-time internet speed data from residents to pinpoint areas in greatest needs of improved broadband service. And how will they do that?
Actually, on the Indiana Farm Bureau website, the speed test is available there. It's got explicit instructions on how to take the speed test. It's really very simple. It takes about a minute, and it will not only take speed tests from folks, and we urge them to use it at home, how they would generally be accessing the internet. You can certainly take it on your cell phone, and that will record the internet efficiency of your cell service wherever you are. But we also want to make sure that we're testing your actual user experience. So that information, it'll be on our website, many of the other partners, as well as collaborating organizations. And that is a list that is growing every day, including AIC, AIM, and others. So we're excited about getting the test out there and getting real data so that it really is intended for local decision makers, basically your members who are planning a broadband project or considering that, so that they have some idea of what the needs are.
Sure. And the website where that test can be found is infb.org/speedtest. AIC will be providing a link to that website via our homepage as well. Why is it so important to produce a map that details what service levels are available?
Well, one of the things that actually 2 years ago, when the state appropriated $100 million for grants, one of the things that was a challenge, quote unquote, for local communities or groups that were putting broadband projects together was actually to establish whether there was service at a particular premise or not. And so up until now, the granting authority, OKRA, in state government is relying on the maps from the FCC, which everybody admits they're outdated. They are in the process of updating those. But we really get down to people saying that they need and want better broadband. So the test actually will not only show where broadband is and where it is not, because you can even take the test and lodge your, put your dot on the map if you don't have service and explain why. But it also gives some idea of the sufficiency of your service. So it's really about planning, but also about verifying what services in any given location.
And how will this data inform the expenditure of the hundreds of millions of dollars of state and federal investment that is going into broadband?
Well, we are using and have contracted with the Geo Partners LLC group from Minnesota that has helped the state of Minnesota with their border-to-border broadband initiative. That's a very aggressive one. They're working in Washington State, in Kentucky most recently, and even the Delta region of the United States. So they have an established reputation, and they are a company that is a geospatial service. So they have various GIS layers. So these dots of speed tests will lay on top of those geospatial layers and allow localities that want to plan to collaborate and discuss that data with geo partners. So one of the other groups that is collaborating on the project is the Purdue Center for Regional Development, Roberto Gallardo. And so several of the counties and those that are watching this video may already be engaged with Purdue, either to plan a project or to create a digital inclusion survey. And so we're working very closely with Roberto. All his future tests or survey, the tests that will be in his surveys will be going through the system. The beauty of it is that as the tests are taken, that data can be captured and reviewed and used for decision making, and also the accountability piece in terms of are your existing providers, is their service adequate? Is it as reliable and as strong as they say? Or even the new projects that will be are being implemented, it will allow for testing and accountability for any investment really that's made in broadband.
Great. And you mentioned county officials will have an opportunity to directly consult with geo partners. What will that look like for the county?
Well, actually, their pilot county in Indiana was Rush County. So I had an opportunity to sit in on, just like we have all Zoom, but I was on a Zoom meeting with a local group in Rush County that was consulting with geo partners, and actually Roberto Gallardo for Purdue was on the call, and they reviewed their speed test data with so that they could see where there were holes in their service, and also this they can tell them through their layers where other grants and other funding may have been used. But for instance, in Rush County, on an FCC map, they were showing that they were covered by a particular line of sight wireless provider, and yet their service was not that great. So the provider was actually on the call, and they were able to work that out to try to improve their service, maybe without much investment by the locality. So what it does, it gives you data so that you can have a data-driven discussion about what's actually happening, and it was just really cool for them. So I'm very excited about them. If you get on GeoPartners LLC website, you and scroll down, you'll see a map of the United States where people have taken tests. So you'll see a lot of activity. And in Indiana, you'll see a really bright red block on there, and that is Rush County, where they have taken a bunch of tests. And when you show a lot of red, that just that means you've got a lot of work to do locally. So.
Well, that sounds fantastic. AIC is thrilled to be one of your partner organizations spreading the word about this available speed test to help better inform decision making by state and local officials. Be on the lookout for more information. The word about this availability is going to be going out through many different means, not only to county officials, but through all your other partner organizations, and hopefully through public service announcements as well. Thank you very much, Katrina. We're greatly looking forward to continue working with you.
Well, we're really, I'm really excited. This has been one of my goals to people. A lot of your members know that I've been around the public policy area a long time, and I do want to stress just how much not only at Indiana Farm Bureau we appreciate our relationship with AIC, but certainly my heart is in county government, because that's many years ago where I started. And so our relationship with AIC is just pivotal, not only to our success in Farm Bureau, but I know that it's pivotal to the success of rural communities in particular. And so all this is about, no agenda other than helping local decision makers have the information that they need to make good investments. And look, you can apply for the state grants that are out there, but also the local, the county officials that are watching this. You have an opportunity with your ARPA funds to really consider this as an investment that will, we think, pay dividends for the long haul. So thanks again, AIC and all of your members for really the cooperation and collaboration. It couldn't be better. We appreciate it.
Well, thank you. And thank you, county officials, for your time today, and look forward to sharing more information on this rollout as it's available. Thank you.